Hello, welcome. My name is Adi. I do tarot and oracle deck walkthroughs. In this video, I'm doing a walkthrough of the D&D, the Dungeons and Dragons tarot deck. Kind of excited about this. I already took a peek at it because I've had this deck for a little while now. But yeah, it's the book is pretty simple and kind of on the thinner side, so you're not going to get a whole lot of information in here, but you get how to read tarot. Traditionally, tarot is played by a reader and a seeker, but feel free to switch the roles as the reading carries on. Each card that is revealed adds to the unique tapestry of meaning, helping the seeker make inquiries into their own life and psyche to gain clarity about their current situation and conclude what might be possible for the future. And then it gives you some information on spreads and D&D encounters. In this booklet, you will see a section with the ampersand sign, which is this sign here. This section is a way for you to use the tarot deck in your D&D game. You can draw a card before an adventure to give your plot device to give you a plot device to work a story around, or you can draw a card during an ongoing adventure to throw in a fun twist. With the D&D encounter prompts, you can create fun adventure hooks or add some spice to a game and give some information. Diplomatic escort, the nether portal, stranded, and then it just gives you a small illustration of the card, and then it gives you the little prompt, the little plot hook. But it does give you also a little sentence here that just very, very, very simply gives you a general understanding of what the card is supposed to be. I'll hold it here so that you can, let's see if I can get it without minimal glare. I'll hold it so you can read what these say. And if you want to continue reading and you need more time, feel free to pause the video. I'm going to move on. So that's the majors. And then you get the same treatment for the minors, which is quite nice. I like consistency in my tarot decks. But I'm just going to hold it here so you can see. And I'm moving on to the deck now. It gives you a drawstring, which is nice. A pull string. Inside of the box is like a mustard yellow. I'll set that off to the side. The deck is on the thicker side. It is somewhat glossy. It is pretty slippery. And it is also nicely textured. I'll show you if it'll... I think you should be able to see the texture, the kind of... the paper texture, but here we go. The black they use isn't a true deep black. It's almost like a slightly faded black, but it makes the colors pop, I think, which is nice. I like the way that they gave it this banner. It almost looks like, to me, it makes it feels like we're looking through a window into something happening on the other side. If you are interested in tarot and you are also interested in D&D and you like D&D, whether you're a player, but more specifically, if you're a DM or a GM, I'm going to leave a link in the description. I'm going to shout out a really interesting and well-articulated article by a blogger called The Angry GM. I think it's The Angry GM. He goes in depth on how you can use tarot to enhance the storytelling game. And he talks also about how to just read tarot. I read the entire series. I thought it was very well done. So I'm going to leave a link to that. Spoiler alert, he is actually not a huge fan of this particular tarot deck, and he explains why, and I completely understand his reasons for not liking this particular deck, but to each their own. I don't dislike it. I think the artwork is beautiful, and if you use it as a plot hook device the way that they intend with the book, I think it could be fun. Is it the most? Is it the tarot deck that will the most illuminating tarot deck when it comes to self analysis or self discovery? Maybe not, but I don't think that was the point. It's just kind of a fun thing. This is gorgeous. Wow, I love this. So anyway, highly recommend that article. Also, if you like this deck and you want to pick up a copy, you'll find links for it in the description box. I'm not supported or sponsored or anything, but my links might be affiliated. So I get a few pennies if you use my links. The Witcher? No. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. I will also say that I appreciate that they actually gave each card an illustration. I find a lot of times decks that are inspired by pop culture, whether it's movies or video games, they tend to how do I put it nicely? They focus on the majors, the major arcana, and they focus on like the page, queen, king, but then they don't give as much attention to the suites, like 1 through 10 of the cards. They just kind of use the same illustration over and over, like a hammer 4, 5, 6, 7 times depending on the card. But they actually gave each specific card an illustration here, which I appreciated. This actually feels a little bit like the D&D game that I'm running, because we have a tiefling, we've got an elf, a dwarf, a bard, but he doesn't look quite like that. But yeah, this feels like my D&D campaign vibe a little bit. I could see these guys. I could see my troop hanging out like that. In case you were wondering, I am a DM, a dungeon master, and I also play once in a while, but mostly I DM. And there you go. That's the whole deck. I hope that you enjoyed this walkthrough. Before we go, I will do a quick size comparison to a traditional rider deck, just so you get a sense of the difference in size. It is just about as tall, it is just about as wide, but it is much thicker due to the heavier cardstock. And that's it. That's the whole walkthrough. Again, I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, because it tells the algorithm that it's a good video, and it helps other people find it who might be looking for it. And if you like this video, check out my channel. I've got lots more videos just like it. Thank you. Bye.